All right. I think I finally got it. Just trying to test my live stream. Welcome to my channel. My name is Joshua Cooper, and I am lead photographer slash owner of Ink Photo Studios. This is my channel. I am transitioning from what I normally used to do, which was anything under the sun. I had a lot of crazy shoots in the past where I kind of started really with I always just started with portraits when got my camera in like 2017. I used to carry it around and people asked did I do shoots. That's how I kind of got into the business of it. I really initially wanted it for vacation. Like just, I always, love capturing video and photo, and I really wanted it just to capture the moments of the different events that different locations that me and my friends would travel, and that was mainly it until really started taking it out into the public, and people started asking me, are you a photographer? And that's really how I kind of got started. In 2019 is when I really I think I established my LLC and all of that good stuff. I did the LLC because I moved from Illinois to Colorado in 2021. So realistically, professionally, I haven't been in the business that long, couple years. Um, I would say, I kind of just jumped into it. A lot of things I would have done differently, but um, this is just a live stream that I'm doing to realistically test OBS Studio with my Nikon D3300. This is the first and only camera I've ever had as far as DSLR, no mirrorless, just this. Um, I'm going to just show you how I can grow my business with it and how it's a high quality, kind of, I guess they call it a beginner's DSLR. You can get a lot out of it. I've gotten a lot out of it. Um, this year I'm really going to push, ante up, push the envelope on my business and where I'm trying to go. So the direction I'm moving towards is corporate and beauty headshots. As you can see here, I have this is a TFP shot of a model of actually a makeup artist asked for a photographer in town. I'm still kind of new out here, been out here for 2 years, just still getting acclimated. But you see here, this one of the images I shot with my Nikon D3300 now. Quality is different. I do have different external lenses than what I started with. I don't have the kit lens anymore. I did have a prime 35 and 50 millimeter. They were both Nikkor. Not saying I couldn't get this quality with my 50 millimeter Nikkor, because that's actually a good quality lens. I think it was I want to say f 1.8 or 1.4. Can't remember. But I sold it. I traded all of my lenses out for Sigma, and that's the direction I went. And I'm going to grow my business from this. I want to do a lot more content on just the basics of this camera. If you're a Nikon shooter, I have almost messed that up. I have a lot of knowledge, and not especially the 3000 series. To me having a 3300, I just bought a second body for like 150 on eBay used. Up 8,000 clicks, 150. Bought this as a backup, as well as a camera when I'm doing shoots. I can get video with the my other backup camera, and that will work pretty good. Uh, I just know it was cheap before I really upgrade, because I think the next upgrade for me is a full frame. These are crop sensors, so that is the downfall. Less light. I need to light, illuminate my situation, my scene a lot heavier than if I had a full frame. The, but I still make it work. And the goal of this channel is to show, how I can my transition from just doing any type of portrait. I was doing portraits and events. Let's say it like that. A lot of word of mouth in the Chicagoland area. And I was doing portraits and events. Now I want to transition to a more professional, more modest, glorifying God, because a lot of things that happen, people would say, I want to book a shoot. And, me being new, I would just agree and say, okay, just a regular portrait shoot. I'm thinking normal shoot, clothes on, whatever. I did have a couple instances where I show up to the model's house. I was doing house shoots, didn't have a location. Now I shoot in my garage at my house. Eventually, I want to build something like another photographer I seen. They had they had an external garage. Um, they have an external garage uh as a studio. It was real nice. And this photographer out here, we were gonna book with them. Great photographer. Loved his work. They were just very expensive at the time. So I decided to call another photographer friend that I have front that stays in Atlanta. Him and his girl at the time flew out here, and we got the job done. This was for our post wedding photos. Now back to people would book, and I would show up to their house, and it's something that I just didn't expect. It wasn't, it was something that what one it didn't, I wasn't saved at the time, but it didn't, something, internally, naturally, I felt uncomfortable because these are shoes when these are women not dating, not messing around, but they're nude, to the point of bra panty. I did one shoot, one of my first shoots. It was like a boxing thing. It was it was showing a tatted up shoot where she was in bra panties basically with boxing gloves, and I felt uncomfortable. I told my girl after the fact, like, yeah, this is the type of shoe. Showed her the pictures, and she said, yeah, yeah, that didn't really go well. And then some other shoots where I think I had another one where it was a kind of like a boudoir, but it was another one where she was like, I want to do photos. He thinking, not thinking, you need to talk to the client about what you're doing. It's pretty crazy. That was another one. Did those gut feeling like and it was weird because the first one we did, she was doing this, I guess, for OnlyFans. I didn't know. I thought I was just doing a regular photo shoot, portrait, clothes on, no nude, modest type of photo shoot. They show up to one of it was a friend of a friend, his girlfriend. He was actually there, and I'm just thinking in my head, like, you feel comfortable with your girl out here like this? Like me, look, I can see nothing is chaste, nothing is for nothing is sacred, it's all out. You have your girl out here doing this for OnlyFans or whatever she's doing this for. And I'm just in my head like, man, I couldn't have my girl out here like that. Better yet, feel comfortable doing shoots like that. So I'm like, man, I gotta transition my business. You know, those shoots I've still need to delete from the hard drive. Not using that content. I have a lot of content that I'm gonna start planning to post. And my goal is to post every day. And that's gonna, build my business, build the clientele out here, and then set my brand to what would glorify God. Better yet, what is good for the business, but also, be a servant, have fair and honorable prices, and work ethically hard, uber hard, But that's the redirection. I was just tired of doing shoots that I didn't really want to do naturally. Not even spiritually, but naturally, I didn't want to do those shoots. I felt, believe it's the Holy Spirit. We call it our gut intuition. We have this natural intuition that something ain't right. It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. And that's not the direction I want to go. So I'm more primarily doing corporate. I want to do a professional. I feel like it's providing professional images, something that's useful, somebody that, you can grow somebody's business based off of professional headshots, how the professionalism of the shot. I love the closeness, just the see, seeing the pixels in the skin, editing, showing the different expressions of the head, the face, your primary focus of the head, and also keeping it clean, right? So that's my direction. I'm doing this live stream. This live stream is really a test. I'm probably gonna remove it. I might leave it up, but I know I'm babbling a lot and just want to talk about, what going through with my business transition, how I'm planning it, how I am, why I'm doing it. Also, I'm still, you know what? I want to do kind of like Baroque style, like classical style individual portraits or family portraits. Seen a couple of, there's one dope photographer out here in Denver, about an hour away, Colorado Springs. And I want that kind of style. Like I want to be able to do fine art photography as well, mixture of it, the classiness. Um, I feel like the elegance just provides more, print, the print on canvas, different mediums. That's another thing. Offering clients different print mediums, prints in general. I started doing that just with my packages, as of late, maybe as of a year. I haven't had that many clients. I've been back and forth, battling my nerves and, relaunching my business in a different location where I don't know people. So I just really been doing family shoots where, I'm taking pictures for the family, just to keep, my photography eye going, trying to get better with that. But it's really just, providing prints is, a big thing to me. I didn't know the offer when I first started. Didn't really have my packages were terrible. I was getting ripped off. But now that I know I'm growing and I'm redirecting and I'm trying to reconfigure everything, really sitting down, thinking about like the business aspect, what to offer. What you offer is very important. When you think about servitude, the service starts from the packages that you offer. The pricing, is the pricing really just you trying to get over, or